we've seen TAVI become a relatively simpler procedure than when it was there 15 years ago or 20 years ago. We introduced TAVI into the country in 2012, that's 12 years ago. Yes, it used to be a far more elaborate procedure, should we say, with the patients being put under general anesthesia, sometimes an open cut down to access. And now, like you say, we call it minimally invasive, whereby it's almost done like an angioplasty and a stent implantation with a patient who's conscious, only sedated, and just catheters to the groin through sheaths. And usually, I would say, if all goes well, which it commonly does, the TAVI procedure lasts less than an angioplasty procedure or a stent procedure. You say you actually do discharge the patients in 24 hours, or you could discharge the patient in 24 hours. Yes, most of our patients go home within 48 hours and walk home. So it's rewarding in that manner. But how have the valves, the transcatheter heart valve, which is the one which we put through the groin into the valve and implant it, how's the technology grown over this time? It's not just the expertise part, there's a technology issue here as well.
Absolutely. There has been a tremendous amount of innovation into these valves. You have to imagine this is an engineering marvel. You need something at the end that is 20 to 30 millimeters in diameter. And inside there is a valve that will have to beat 1 million of times or more for the foreseeable future, 10 years, 20 years if you're lucky. And all of that you want to compress into something that is less than 6 millimeter wide, because that's the biggest thing we can get into the artery down there. As you said, initially the valves were much bigger, the systems were much bigger, and a lot of patients couldn't have the procedure done because there wasn't a size enough artery in the groins. So the valves have become smaller. But also a lot of engineering has gone into the deployment process, making it much smoother and much more predictable. And there is additional little things like a skirt. So these valves have a skirt indeed, and the skirt is there to prevent blood from flowing down the sides at the end of the procedure, which is a thing that's not good. And that's now with the new systems almost eliminated. There's a tremendous amount of engineering behind that, and I think we're now in a really, really good time with very mature systems. And as you said, we can do them. We can offer these procedures as day case procedures.
Over the last 10 years, there have been amazing developments in understanding and execution of the procedure to make it safe and effective, I would say. For majority of the patients, even our 85 and 90-year-olds in India do extremely well in majority of the cases with least amount of complications. And that is obviously related to technology, but also our understanding about sizing of the valve, understanding around many aspects of how to keep it safe for the patient. And yes, we've seen that happen so phenomenally well. It's now, of course, for us, has become a routine procedure in India.